Welcome to Unstoppable Female Entrepreneurs, where business expert and success coach Kelsey Matheson teaches you how to massively grow your business, navigate the mind drama that's holding you back, make more money, and acquire the skills and confidence to become unstoppable.
Hello, everyone. You are listening to Unstoppable Female Entrepreneurs with Kelsey Matheson, and this is episode number 25. It's April. April is the month of my wedding anniversary. April is the month of my husband Scott's birthday. My daughter gets a week off of school for her spring break. And this month, we should find out if my husband's new show, From, will be going for a second season. So much going on. Also, this month, I'll be starting a new program with my mentor, Brooke Castillo, that is all about reinventing yourself. During this training, we'll be going through a deliberate process to help us reset and restart and reinvent ourselves. It's kind of a perfect program for spring. And apparently, this is a training program that she did with her $1 million mastermind. So I am super excited to have the opportunity to go through this as well. It's an 11-week program. It starts on April 12th and ends on my birthday, which is June 21st. So she has documented a process for people who want to reinvent what's possible in their lives. So I am super excited, and I'm excited to incorporate what I've learned into my life and share with you what I've learned and share my journey with you. It's going to be amazing. So April is also the beginning of quarter two for 2022. So in my mastermind, we are focusing on what that looks like, what goals we want to accomplish for quarter two. What goals did we accomplish last quarter? What worked? What didn't? How can we pivot? What can we do to tweak or shift what we're going to do this quarter to grow our businesses? We're doing all of this and so much more in my mastermind for wellness entrepreneurs. So look out, Q2. It's going to be off the charts. And if you're listening to this and you haven't signed up to my free training on breaking the 10K code, then don't wait any longer. The link is in the show notes. It's a powerful masterclass on how to grow your business. So if you are looking to make 5 figures a month consistently, then sign up to this training. It's free. It's an hour. It's full of valuable information that helped me build multi-million-dollar businesses. Also, I just wanted to give a shout out to Nina, who watched the masterclass a couple of weeks ago, and she wrote to me. And she said, I just watched your training and I loved it, in all caps. She says, it was so good and it gave a ton of value. You have me feeling inspired. Awesome. That's amazing. I mean, that's what I want. I want you to feel inspired. I want you to take massive action. I'm glad that you felt I was able to give you a ton of value. Amazing. So for those of you who are listening to this, sign up, watch the 5 keys to breaking the 10K code in your business. Do it today, because here's the deal. We get burned in the areas of our business that we don't pay attention to, that we don't like doing, or that we're not very good at. So if we want to be entrepreneurs and business builders, it's our psychology that needs to carry us through the more mundane or frustrating or boring things that we have to do in our business. It's your emotional state and your sense of urgency. So what it really boils down to is that it's all about the thought work that needs to be done around these tasks that we're not excited to do, that we're not good at doing, and that we ignore typically. So urgency is something that I talk a lot about with my one-on-one clients. We need to be patient with our results, but urgent with the actions that we need to take in order to achieve our goals. And I was speaking with another coach who is an intuitive eating coach. Her name is Robin, and her program is called Namaste Nutrition. It's an 8-week program focused on intuitive eating or intentional eating. And she works a lot with mindset coaching. She also incorporates yoga and meditation into her program. And I will leave a link to her website in the show notes as well. But her website is rubyredyoga.ca. Very important. It's .ca. rubyredyoga.ca. And this is for people who are done with dieting and who really want to rebuild and reclaim their relationship with food and the relationship that they have with their bodies. So just wanted to give Robin a shout out. But, her and I were from the same graduating class from the life coach school. And we were talking the other day about ambition and patience and the idea of ambition coexisting with patience. Because when you think about those two things together, it seems a bit strange, like they're mutually exclusive or they're incompatible or something. But you can be ambitious and strive for your goals and go after your dreams, and at the same time be patient about the outcome, and that you can be patient about the results that you're working towards. And what I want to talk a little bit about today is being ambitious with the entrepreneurial tasks that seem like they're no fun. Like the tasks that we avoid, the tasks that feel like homework, the tasks that are boring. Because remember, what we don't pay attention to is where we'll get burned. So we need to look at the areas that need our focus and then generate thoughts about those areas that will help us to feel motivated, excited, and driven, that will make us feel ambitious. But here's the thing. Many times we can't jump from feeling like these boring tasks are like doing homework to then all of a sudden feeling super excited and stoked, all in one fell swoop. We might need a more neutral thought that will still help us take action and accomplish the work, but it's not all rah, 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 shish, boom, bah. Because if our brain doesn't believe in the rah, rah, rah stuff, then you won't authentically be able to generate true feelings of ambition or motivation. But if the thought helps you to feel optimistic, as an example, then at least your actions will reflect that optimism. It'll feel so good to tackle X, Y, and Z and finish it. That's a thought. And that thought could generate a feeling of optimism. Or another thought could be finishing this task will lead to greater things. A great thought. And that could also create optimism. Right? These are just examples, but the idea is that we want to move away from resistance and avoidance and move towards being productive and taking massive action. Optimism is a great feeling to generate, especially with tasks that you're not excited about doing. So Dr. Seligman is an American psychologist and author, and he's well known for his studies in optimism. And in those studies, he found that people who are pessimists are much more realistic and they're much more accurate. So if you give people a test where they have to evaluate their own success or failure at a specific task, the optimists will always see themselves doing way better than they really did. And the pessimists are 10 times more accurate. 10 times. But here's what he found out. He found that the people who are more accurate never push themselves. Because why bother? It's never going to work out anyway. Or they already believe that they know the outcome, so why push themselves? But the optimist, on the other hand, sees it better than it is, so they keep working at it. They keep moving towards what they envision. So optimists succeed 4 to 5 times more at a specific task than what pessimists will do, even though the pessimist is initially more accurate. So all this to say, if you can develop a psychology or optimism about the life and the business that you are creating for yourself, then you will not only succeed at achieving your goals, but it gives you permission to allow yourself to dream even bigger. And as you do that, the psychology of continuing to work towards that vision will help you get through the more mundane, boring, or frustrating tasks like, accounting or revenue and expense spreadsheets or the technical stuff that we hate doing, or anything that just seems like homework. The more we resist, the longer and harder our journey will be. Your psychology could literally be as simple as catching yourself when you're thinking a thought that will keep you from doing the stuff that you need to do, even though you don't want to. And look, I know most of you are wearing all the hats, and some of the jobs that come along with some of those hats are awesome. They energize you, they make you feel incredible. And I also know that some of the jobs that are related to some of those hats, they're no fun. They're no fun at all. They're hard. They're boring. You feel like they're wasting your time when you could be doing all these other more important and productive things. You're like, I don't like this part of it, and I don't like that part of it. I get it. I know some of that stuff sucks. But guess what? That was just a thought. What if you think to yourself, oh man, I need to do X, Y, and Z, but I don't have the time. Or you're thinking, I just don't know how to start. Or, I just don't like doing this. Or I'm not any good at this. Are those thoughts going to generate a feeling that will get you to your feet and get you ready to roll and get shit done? No, not at all. Your psychology is, well, first, catch yourself thinking those thoughts and then put a great big smile on your face. Yep. That's right. You heard me. Literally put a big toothy grin on your face that'll flood your body with dopamine, and then look at those thoughts that aren't serving you and choose something that will. So when you think, I get to take care of my business, what emotion does that generate? I get to, not I have to. I get to take care of my business. Or maybe it's the thought, I love my business, so I treat it with respect. What feeling does that generate? Right, this is where psychology and thought work come into play. Now, I know I've talked a lot about thought work before in this podcast, but it really is the key to moving forward. It's the mindset work that we need to do as entrepreneurs. Now, let's do something together. If you're able to, I want you to just take a moment to close your eyes. Now, obviously, if you're driving or if you're somewhere where you're not able to close your eyes, then just listen to my voice. But I want you to close your eyes if you're able to. And even if you're not able to close your eyes, everyone take a nice deep breath in through the nose and exhale out of your mouth with a sigh. And take another deep breath in through the nose and exhale slowly with a sigh. Just relax your body. Now take a moment to be grateful. Grateful for everything you currently have in your life. Find a deep sense of gratitude for your business. Find a deep sense of gratitude that you're even able to have your own business. Find gratitude for your clients, for your future clients. Feel that gratitude you have for your peers and your loved ones, for your home, for the food in your fridge and the clothes on your back, for the technology that allows you to listen to this podcast. Feel gratitude for your experiences and for all the other things that you allow to let in. Really feel that gratitude. And if it helps, you can always put your hands on your heart. That will intensify the feelings, and just breathe. Breathe into your heart center. Feel that gratitude. Amplify it even more. And when you're ready, you can slowly open your eyes. And from that state of mind, I want you to think about some of the things that are currently on your to-do list that you've been avoiding. And don't judge yourself. Hold on to that feeling of gratitude and think about some of the things that you've been putting off because they didn't seem like fun. They weren't that interesting or exciting. But within the big picture of building your business, they need your attention. So what are some of the thoughts you could practice thinking that will generate emotions to help you tackle those things you've been putting off? That is your question for this week, my dear friends. As entrepreneurs, there will always be stuff that we don't want to do, but we can choose thoughts that will serve us in building our business or not. So that is what I have for you today. And before I jump off, I just want to thank TBG PhD and M Sorrow for the lovely reviews. It means so much to me that you are loving this podcast. And for those of you who are listening, I would be so grateful if you would take just a few minutes to leave me a review. The more reviews I get, the higher ranking this podcast will be, the more women will hear it, and the more female entrepreneurs I can support. So have an amazing day. I look forward to connecting with you next week. Ciao for now. Hey, if you'd like a weekly dose of motivation, inspiration, and actionable tips to grow your business while managing all the things, then you need to get on my email list. Just head over to kelseymatheson.com to join my list. And while you're there, check out the awesome free content I give away. If you enjoyed what you heard today, please share with other female entrepreneurs who need some love and support. And of course, if you haven't already, I would be so grateful if you subscribe, rate, and review my show on your favorite podcast player. Thank you for listening, and I look forward to connecting with you next week.